Hello everyone, this is Jason from Primetime Aquatics. I wanted to switch it up a little bit today. I wanted to do something that I don't know if a lot of people do this. I wanted to take you around the fish room and show you 5 of our weirdest, some might say our ugliest fish in the fish room, but we love them anyway. Let's take a look at them, see what we got. Alright, so this first one is not very uncommon. It is the Bristlenose Pleco. They're just weird fish. A lot of people don't like them. I know when Joanna first saw them, she didn't like them either. Those little bristles that stick out of their face creeped her out a little bit. She's gotten used to them since then. But this is just one of those fish where you either love them or you hate them. But it's a weird looking fish. We happen to really enjoy them in our fish room, but it's not even close to being the weirdest fish that we have. Now this next one, I guess technically it's not really a fish. It's an invertebrate. These bamboo shrimp, we've got a few of them in this Blue Dream shrimp tank, and they just creep me out. I don't think they're necessarily ugly looking, but they are weird, and they kind of remind me of cockroaches. I've had them crawl on my hand before, and it did freak me out a little bit. They're strange little creatures. I like having them in the fish room, but they're definitely different, and they might be a little bit more creepy than your standard Neocaridina shrimp. Now this next one I really like, but it is definitely a weird fish, and some might say that it might be a little bit on the ugly side, and that is our Raphael Catfish with those tiny little eyes and a little bitty mouth and that big giant body and the huge belly. These are really cool fish, but I don't know how many people would say that they're beautiful looking. They've got a very thick armor to them, and they've also got spikes on both their dorsal and pectoral fins, and you got to be really careful when handling them. Now this next one is a fish that I genuinely enjoy, and that is our Gymnogia Vegas balzani. These are cool fish, but my goodness, the males are very strange looking to me. If there was going to be a fish that came from outer space, this might be the one with that big giant hump on its head, and sometimes you can actually see through it. It is a strange looking fish that just appears to waddle around the fish room most of the time, or around the fish tank. Not very aggressive, but just a strange looking fish, but we really enjoy them. Now this last one you have not yet seen. I revealed it to our channel members a couple weeks ago. This is Chuck. Chuck is a chaka. It is a really interesting catfish. So far, and again, we haven't had him very long, you can see here he's got a gigantic mouth and these tiny little eyes. He's a very strange fish. He's probably going to be kept by himself because they really just don't move around a lot. They tend to eat live food, so he's been having a really good time eating live earthworms. And so they're a little bit more tricky to feed, but I have a feeling if he was in a tank with some more active fish, one, if the fish is his size or smaller, he probably is going to try to eat it at some point. And two, if they're more aggressive fish, these catfish just don't move. They basically find themselves a space and hang out, and they move extremely slowly. These are probably the easiest fish on the face of the earth to catch with a net, and my goodness, I don't think anybody would mistake them with a beautiful fish, but certainly an interesting one. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed that video of some of our weirdest fish in the fish room. I would love to hear from you in the comments section below. What are your weirdest fish? What are the weirdest fish you've ever seen? Can't wait to hear your comments, read your comments. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you in the next one.